Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Team Kill Podcast, episode 14. I am your host, KILLINGspree37.
And I am Silencer.
Mister, give me some chon, so give us some chonies. Silencer. We were going to talk about, previous weekends, but last podcast we left it off because we ended up running out of time, right?
Yeah.
We left it off at we left it a little bit longer than normal. What were we going to talk about? We were going to talk about some new stuff you were doing, right? So we'll skip your weekend. We'll jump right back into it.
So I remember that I left off saying that it was going to be some kind of personal development and goals that I try to set myself.
Correct. Yes.
So within this, hopefully in this upcoming year, I'm going to try and expand myself into opening my own little shop and also going to a school to learn VFX and get a certification in that. Which you know what that means.
Money.
Yes, sir.
So
hopefully
a little shop.
Good.
What do you mean like a little shop?
Yeah, well, my plan is to completely just stop focusing my time in the auto business and focus on my creative business. So I'll have my own little storefront for printing purposes, consultation, and all this kinds of stuff.
So is that the property you sent me with the lake and shit?
No, that's just that's something else.
Oh, I was about to say, like,
that
damn, bro, ballin'.
That's a little getaway that me and my brothers got in together to get a little getaway for the weekend.
Where you guys hide from the coyotes?
Yeah, buddy. Ain't no cell towers over there that can find us.
I watched the debate, and there were Trump kept bringing up the coyotes, and I was like, damn, somewhere Silencer's like swaying bullets.
About to make a bunker. Go in there, buddy.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because me and you were talking off mic and behind the scenes about like you wanting not just you in general, but like, as a person, you don't want to do the physical, demanding jobs that these companies want you to stay at a position. They want to work you to death, and it's usually the most physically excruciating jobs. And how it just doesn't. There's no meaning to that anymore.
Yep. There's no motivation when you wake up. It's always the same bullshit. I don't know.
So are you more nervous about like leaving that than you were with starting your own business for mechanics and stuff, or?
Oh no, definitely not. I think I'm more nervous not nervous, just hopefully I can pack a lot of knowledge within a short time, so I don't have to spend a large amount of time learning whenever I can just be applying it.
Right.
That's the only thing. I mean, other than that, it's just, I guess my pursuit of creating stuff is just something I've always loved. So it's just something I'm just going to pursue so I can have a long life career out of this, which...
Yeah, longevity. Yep.
Yeah. Because, when you're old, your body's not the same. So, I mean, creating stuff, you don't have to do a lot of physical work. Mm-hmm. But creating stuff, you can always create that shit. As long as you have a hand and your eyes, and you're good.
Right. Yeah. So you don't even got to be old, to be honest with you. I'm in like my mid-20s, and I'm like, hard days at work, bro. You work, you come sit down, you might not. Oh wait, not even just sit down, bro. My favorite thing to do is like lay on the floor with a pillow.
Yeah.
And like watch stuff on my phone, YouTube, edit, do videos and stuff like that. That's my like favorite thing to do, is just lay down on like my stomach and chill. You do that, bro, and you let your muscles tighten up, you ain't getting off the floor, bro. Let me tell you.
I know.
You're stuck on the floor and stuff. No, I agree with you, and you're supported here. As far as your personal endeavors and stuff. It was just crazy for me to like imagine you doing something different, because it was like almost like it almost felt like yesterday, like you were just talking about like putting 100% into the mechanic shop, and then you did that. You know what I'm saying? You put 100% into that, and then eventually like you're like, nah, like it's not the move. It's gonna be it's going to be this, and you know, a few other things that you're working on. So it's very interesting to see like your maturity. We'll give you the big word.
The maturity. It's just I don't know. It's just I mean, it'll stay within running possibly with my family, and I'll be in the background doing marketing and all that from a lot of stuff that I learned, which I can bring more business in, but just focus on, design and creativity and just as a creative agency. That's my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that's good.
we'll see. For
Yeah,
right
that's
now, it's,
good.
I've been fishing basically in a small pond, and I've been getting customers here and there, but I mean, it's just getting bigger.
So now, is it the
So
small pond that was in the back of the place that you sent me? Listen,
it might be.
this full silencer was like, look at my future headquarters to my business, and it was like the little place looked nice, right? But the landscape of it was like damn, you got a lake in the back. It's like, look at this stupid lake, and I'm like, oh, bro, like. There's a body in there at the bottom. You better chill out. The previous tenant who didn't pay is currently swimming with the fishes in there.
Maybe that's why they're selling it cheap. You never know.
Cheap, cheap, cheap. Listen, well, my weekend was a little bit eventful. I'm gonna start off with Friday nights. It was, I believe, me, you, and Cuz Lightyear were playing Warzone, correct?
Yeah.
And Cuz Lightyear, I think you were on this call when he had asked me when was going to be the next time that I called off of work, and I told him never. I brushed it off, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened because I went to bed at 9:30. So if I go to bed at 9:30, I'm going to get 6 hours of sleep, and my body's already used to that because I just like to torture myself and hate myself. So what ended up happening was 3:10, I woke up to use the bathroom. Around 3, like 11, 12, whatever. I laid back down, and I was waiting for my first alarm to go off, right? The first alarm goes off, I hit the side button, or I hit the stop button, whatever you want to call it. I hit it to where it could stop, and it could go to my next alarm.
Okay.
That didn't happen. So it went from 3:50 to 6:19, and I was an hour and 20 minutes late to work, technically, at that point, and was looking like a no-call, no-show. So I got scared and ended up calling off. And yeah, it was just so terrible. And like, I have no clue how like time like flew by like that, bro. It was just so disgusting. And like, I didn't want to call off. Obviously, I didn't want to call off. I would have called off for like the PlayStation event later on, you know.
Yeah.
But I called off, and it just sucked. And then today it snowed, like it's the first snowstorm of the year, or as far as I know, for winter, it was the first snowstorm. And it was like, I just bought a ice scraper the other day, and was like, damn, we probably won't even like use this for like another 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. And the next day, cold snow. And I'm getting flashbacks because last time it snowed, I fell on my ass and couldn't walk for like a whole year and a half. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
But yeah, my weekend was fun. It was decent, but I wanted to more speak about your stuff because we left it on like not like a cliffhanger, but we needed to, make sure nobody thought nothing was wrong with you.
Clear the air a little bit.
Clear the air, but
Yeah, buddy.
in order for us to clear the air, we gotta have air that needs to be cleared, and that usually comes with gunshots. So you know what that means, Silencer? It's a little bit foggy in here. You've had some spice with me the past couple of days, and I'm right there with you, bitch. After you after you started cracking jokes earlier. So Silencer,
Oh, yeah? What up?
we're gonna go into a rapid fire.
Let's do it.
Rapid fire. Players ready up. 3, 2, 1.
Silencer is built like melted Halloween candy.
Bro, how much did you
Headshot.
get paid to be the Baba Jabba from the Monster family?
Oh my!
Headshot.
This fool Caesar had a crush on Mary from Hocus Pocus.
Headshot.
Fucking Mary, she's lovely, bro. Boy Your big ass head look like Billy from Saw. No wonder you bought him real fast. You get home.
Headshot. Headshot.
Fucking guy. Silencer isn't scared of corn mazes. It just reminds him of the times he was working in the fields.
Headshot.
When they have a costume competition at work, I bet you're going as your matricola card.
Oh my.
Headshot.
That's another Mexican show. That's a decent one. Silencer isn't afraid of black cats. He just gets his dog to kill that one too.
Headshot.
Accidentally. Bro, you know your rapid shots suck when your girl has to ghostwrite them for all your material.
No, hit marker,
Hit marker.
game over. We're not
Hit that
spreading the
fucking
narrative.
headshot.
Hit the headshot.
Headshot.
You know, wait, before we recap what you just said, you know, one of my subscribers was like, yo, Killing Spree is too biased with the headshot soundboard.
Call him out. Who is it? Call him out. Call him out.
I don't know. I got to look back on the comment. I might have deleted it because I was like, bitch, you're my subscriber. No, my girlfriend. Listen, my girlfriend can't write a joke to save her life. We're gonna talk about this, and this is like a stigma for a lot of women out there. No offense, okay? Women are funny when they steal their material from their significant others. Right now, if I go to my girlfriend's phone, there is a TikToker, whatever you want to call them. And it's a chick with these like big bushy eyebrows, right? Mexican chick, right? Or, you know, of Spanish descent. And her whole thing of TikTok, right? It's nothing original, nothing creative or witty. She just goes and grabs, you know, Mexican stand-up snippets, and she does facial expressions to them like she's saying them, and that's how she gets millions of views and dollars and TikTok money. So I say that to say this. She cannot write a joke to save her fucking life. Matter of fact, she steals my jokes from home and goes to her punk-ass job and is like, ho, hey, here's a joke I just made up. Nah.
It just takes all the damn credit.
All the damn credit. It's spooky. It's scary, you know, and it's very upsetting. But you know what else is scary, Silencer? We're gonna go ahead and get into it right now.
What is it?
You know, as soon as we finished the podcast, guess what happened?
What happened?
They dropped the trailer for the Warzone Halloween, and you watched it. Obviously, I've watched it. They made one hell of a trailer, and our leaks and stuff were 100% correct. We ended up getting the Billy from Saw skin and a bunch of other stuff that came with the bundle. And we also got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He came with a bundle, and he came up with a bunch of things. The whole Halloween event has been spectacular. If you guys haven't really caught up or played it at all, they have Zombie Royale, which is kind of like Apex's Shadow Realm Royale, whatever. And then they have the Juggernaut Royale, which is Halloween themed as well, night theme.
Yeah.
So before we even go into like the things in our review of it, what were some things that you saw in the trailer or you saw playing this past weekend that made you like, wow, like really, like they really did something here?
The most obvious thing I had to give it to him is for the environment.
The environment, yep.
Yeah, the whole vibe to it and the whole, just I don't know, it just gives it a different like you're playing a whole different game, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's I don't know, I whenever the first time I played it, it was dope. It just felt like a different game, like I said. The mode for the zombies, something I was not expecting. You know, it was a mode that I was like, oh yeah, maybe they just did some kind of basic stuff. But no, it actually turned out to be pretty awesome, to be honest with you. The whole dying, turning as a zombie, and then coming back if you kill one, finding the purple syringes. It's overall, it's I mean, yeah, it's a dope game mode. I wish it would last longer, but you know.
Yeah, just Halloween stuff.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Like the environment had pumpkins, you know, carved out, and there were different faces. They had some interesting Easter eggs, man. They had the Saw subway where it was like he rigged up the subway system, and I want to play a game. He had the Billy doll laugh. He had spray paint where hey, I want to play a game, and
Oh
had
yeah.
recordings and stuff like that around the entire subway system. I forget where it was, and then he also had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house where you go in there. There was like blood, guts everywhere. You
Uh-huh.
could hear chainsaws going off crazy. That and another barn attached to it was making noises. It had the ghost that would pop
Big
up.
balls. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre ghost. The cosmetics were amazing. The bundles were extremely well paid for, because not only did you get the skin, you got a good weapon loadout, some nice skin, some nice cosmetics there. The meat grinder, obviously, for the secondary weapon for the, I believe it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The family heirloom, which was the gun that he had, which was kind of like a chainsaw gun.
Oh
The
yeah.
horn, bro, when you're like hitting the horn and it's like this,
The
like
pig.
the pig squealing. That was pretty nice. The jump
Yeah.
scares.
I
The
did.
jump scares. Have you experienced a jump scare in Warzone Halloween?
No, I have not. The time we've been playing, I have not experienced that.
So I've gotten a few because I've done the pumpkin patch or the pumpkin punisher challenges where you look for 16 loot boxes around the entire map and you get a loadout
Uh-huh.
blue skin or a blueprint for the skin.
Yeah.
It was extremely well put together, extremely hard to find. The weapon itself, the Pumpkin Punisher, was extremely nice. It's a Growl Halloween themed gun with a bunch of attachments on it that make it a pretty usable gun outside of just this mode. The
Hmm.
jump scares, we're gonna get into that a little bit more. People were complaining about the jump scares being too loud and scary and random, and sometimes it's a little bit it'll leave you distraught. You know, like you'll go and you'll open a loot box, and that'll happen, and then you can't see where the people are in front of you, and they'll start blasting you, killing you, pistol whipping you,
Oh, okay.
and it got scary, bro. The first 4 times it was like extremely scary, and like now when it pops up, it's like super inconveniences you, and it's just insane. So
Bro, but why would you complain that it's scary when it's fucking Halloween themed? I
well,
don't
it's
understand.
it's loud, scary. So like the not only does it pop up and it scares you, but the sound is like I want to say maybe 5 to 10 decibels louder than the in-game audio.
Oh.
So people were complaining about that, but other than that, it was extremely fun. It's in good fun. It's very creative, and to be honest with you, it's actually pulled me away from Apex's Halloween event, which I was looking so much forward to. And if I continue to play it and it continues to be more fun, I might just skip the Halloween event for Apex. But I got all the footage and stuff that I need for the Halloween version of Warzone.
Yeah.
But it's just been keeping me away from Apex little by little. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't played that fucking mode either. I know you played it last year, but I wasn't playing the game last year, so I haven't even hopped on Apex for to see this mode.
Yeah, we're probably gonna play it because I got Monday and Tuesday off, so we can probably play it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a well put together mode. A lot of thought went into this thing.
Yeah.
I know I said last podcast that if they didn't add finishers, it'd be such a disappointment. But the thing is that everything that they added into the game, um, finishers are pretty much kind of impossible to do unless you sneak up on somebody. And during these modes, everybody's heads are on a swivel, and if they hear the slightest little branch breaking,
Yeah.
they're gonna go extremely insane. They'll turn around and hit fire. And to be honest with you, they have plenty of finishers that you could probably use to simulate a Saw finisher or a Texas Chainsaw Massacre finisher. But it was just well put together.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love how much work they put into it. You could tell.
Yeah, plenty
It
of
was very
effort
awesome.
there. Plenty of
Yeah.
effort there. It makes you look. It makes you even look forward to like what they're going to do like from now on. And just the Easter eggs alone were just so amazing. So if you guys haven't played Halloween Warzone, The Haunting of Verdansk, go ahead and look into it, guys. The mode is free. The skins are not free, but except for the pumpkin Punisher blueprint for the weapon loadout, it's 100% free. You just got to go around places and do stuff. Even that was fun. Like, it was so exciting to do. And oh man, I had so much fun.
Yeah, I agree. I've played a couple times, and yeah, it was fun too.
Yeah,
Very
it was
well,
nice.
fun.
So, you know, when there's people trying to have fun, there's also, you know, people that are trying to have fun, but they're not, you know, not the best at Warzone. And usually, you know, we would, you know, laugh them out the room and tell them to get good. But what if I told you that we told somebody to get good and they got good? How would you feel about that?
Well, I don't know. It's seems like a little hackerish.
Hackers, you say? Well, that is exactly what happened during this. They're not saying exactly who it was, okay?
Uh-huh.
They were just saying a pretty well-known Twitch streamer was caught using hacks during a live stream, and his Twitch chat was flaming him the fuck up because he had a bunch of stuff, and he was not good with the hacks either. That's the sad part. He was extremely trash, and he had hacks, and people were just not being able to compute anything like that.
So how did he get good?
Well, he got hacks, but he might have been, you know, he might have been like super trash where he didn't know how the hacks worked, you know.
How to use them?
But yeah, he could see everything from players color coded based on their health, structural indication of their character models, moving through walls and stuff like that. He also had some type of indicators where it could show you guns, cash, and armor found throughout the map.
That's
Unfortunately
crazy.
for him, they figured out that he had some type of unfair advantage in the game,
Oh yeah, you think
and
so?
yeah, and they got him the f out of here. He actually died, bro, by a cluster strike too at one point.
Those little hacks can't save you from a cluster strike.
Yeah, they can't really save him, man. So, uh, you know, how do you? We
Oh
already talked
wow.
about we talked about cheating, but so how do you feel about this as like a streamer? Because it's already been said that they cheat in video games. How do you feel about this?
Imagine having a crowd looking at you, cheering you up, giving you all the best while they're watching you play. And everybody has a heart thinking that, oh man, this fucking Twitch guy is amazing. No wonder he streams. Fucking full of skill, genuine skill, you know? And then these little things pop up, and then everybody's like, what the fuck? So I don't know, it opens up a door to think, what if other streamers are, you know, using some kind of script? Because there's a script that I don't know if you've noticed that comes around where they have like aimbot or no recoil, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, strike packs and stuff.
Yeah, so imagine your favorite streamer is out there using hacks, and you're over there thinking, damn, I want to get good like him. And then guess what? It's all false. It's trash.
Yeah.
That's the only one thing I guess draws me out of Warzone. That's literally the only thing, because it's not, at the point in time right now, it's not based on skills, because most of them cheat. So you're over there sweating your ass off trying to get better, and then you have this asshole with the script fucking lasering you in fucking half a second.
In addition to it's like it's not even just like the perfect. That's like let's take away from like perfect aim or um, you know what I'm saying, auto lock or stuff like that. He can see you on the map. He can see your name or your
Through
gamer
walls and
tag.
shit.
He can see you through walls and stuff like that. And that he, like you just said, like you're sweating. You're already mad that there's skilled based matchmaking in the game. And then you just have this, you know, this guy camping, hiding, you know, not a care in the world, and just waiting for you to peek your little head and boom, clap you, game over. and it's just not only is it just like such a terrible disadvantage, it just sucks to be a part of because me and you have been shot out of helicopters. We watched
And
the kill cam back. This guy auto locks on one of us, shoots us from the back, no angle whatsoever, and kills us. And it sucks. Me and you have had 10, 15 kill games just be ruined by that.
and we've been fucking hiding in buildings and corners that you're like when they as soon as they fucking turn the corner, they start blasting us, and it's like,
They
what the
start
fuck?
blasting you. Yeah, and
How the
it was
fuck is
even
it all
worse with those other
precise?
guns. Those other guns when
Yeah,
they had like wall bangs and stuff, they could shoot you through walls and stuff.
for real.
Yeah, that was just extremely trash. So I'm not surprised. But with the new mode, there wasn't so many hackerish people. There were, however, there were a lot of campers. Let me tell
Oh
you,
yeah,
when me and Cuz Lightyear were playing, not too long ago, a lot of games that we lost were just based off of hackers. They were hiding in the bathrooms. They had all the walls covered. They had the riot shields. There was no way you could kill these guys without, you know what I'm saying? Just no skill required. There was just a lot of camping, and obviously you don't need hacks to camp. It's just
hell yeah.
whatever. So it was nice. I chalked it up as a nice event, and it was extremely fun. The hacker story to me laughed. And we're gonna come up on another topic later on about a hacker and them kind of handing him the ban hammer. But
It's just funny.
silencer.
What
You
up?
had some spice with me, bro. You wanna take me to a 1v1?
Let's do a super quick one.
All right.
1v1.
So I kind of know what this is about, but I'll let you go ahead and introduce this. You have the floor.
All right. So when the fuck was this? When the fuck did we play?
It was that Friday that I said I wasn't gonna call off. So it was that same day. It was as soon as you
Okay.
hopped on.
So I I hopped on, guys, and so the point is see if I'm wrong or if I am in the right place. So I hop on. We're about to start a match, and then I bought the Leatherface little bundle.
Which, by
So
the way, hold on. I'm super proud that you bought it because it was looking grim. Because you said you weren't going to buy it because you bought the anime cat skin, and I was just embarrassed to have you as a friend. But okay, continue.
nothing embarrassing about the cat skin. So,
Well, during
anyways,
Halloween, yeah.
I I was like, all right, let me try. I only found the gun, but I couldn't find the the melee weapon. So I was like, hey, how the fuck do you put it on? And I don't spend a lot of time in Warzone for me, to know the whole menus and shit. So as soon as I said that, I was like, all right, I went to melee and I only saw the riot shield. And tell me why this fool started screaming, putting his loud ass voice, saying, it's in fucking melee. All right. Now I don't know the fucking menu. So I was there looking and I went back and he said, fucking screaming again, loud as fuck. Secondary. I went to it, nothing. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm new to the fucking menu selection. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But him screaming and being all fucking obnoxious, like if he was fucking dying, somebody was stabbing him in the neck, like his life depended on if I didn't fucking choose this fucking weapon. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit? So it kind of made me a little spicy, like he said, because
Headshot.
he wasn't explaining it right. It could have been different, hey, you need a perk, go over here, change it, and boom, you're done. Instead of being all fucking loud, like somebody was fucking running a fucking machete on his neck or back, screaming. So my point is, do you guys feel like screaming at somebody to, explain how to get it is acceptable? Or should it have been more like, hey, you know what, it's here. Let's guide you through it in a calm, normal voice instead of fucking yelling at you like I said, out of my lungs, fucking breaking the microphone, fucking clipping the fucking sound. So I'm just gonna leave it there. You guys tell me if it was on my end, how do I say it? Justifiable for me to get a little spicy, like he said, or is it justifiable for him to start screaming, trying to explain how to, put something as a melee weapon? But know that I don't play this game a lot. Okay, so keep that in mind. We'll move on to hear his point of view.
All right. So he had a few points, right? He had a few pointers. Um, it was. I don't want to say I told you like 20 times, but it felt like I told you 20 times how to put it. You know what I'm saying? So, Silencer hops in. He wants to put the meat grinder, and a lot of you guys have seen this clip floating around on my Twitter, on the Team Kill Twitter, on the Instagram, the Facebook page. I ended up posting it everywhere because it was so funny. Of me giving Silencer the one-on-one tutorial on how to get the meat grinder, which is the melee weapon of Leatherface, as your secondary weapon. And before we even got to that, was the next day. That was Saturday. I ended up making that clip Saturday. So Friday, Silencer hops on. He gets the skin. I'm amazed because he wasn't going to get the skin anyways. He actually got the skin. All right, cool. We're all going to have fun. We're all dressed up in the Halloween theme. We're all going to do this, right? Successfully, we're going to do this. We're all going to have fun, right? He asked me how to put the weapon on, and I told him secondary, right? Secondary, go to melee, go to armory, and then do all that stuff, right? So he said, it's not popping up. So immediately I thought that he had the overkill perk, which was only going to give him the riot shield, or something was happening in the way. Eventually I realized that Silencer was actually trying to put it as a primary weapon, and it kept giving him the melee shield or something. Something happened there. There was a bit of a disconnect, and he kept asking me how to do it, and then eventually I was like, secondary, secondary. And mind you, I did yell, like, not in frustration, like funny frustration, not because I was like pissed off or livid. My thing is, I think that my microphone level and my voice, they're too loud for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the really techie way to set up the microphone levels, and for the how do I say this? For me to yell, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no clip guard on this, right? So if I yell, it gets loud, it gets distorted, it becomes really loud, and especially if your headphones are, in your ear, it'll come off super duper loud. What was funny to me was I said it like jokingly, and this fool Silencer flew off the fucking handle and was like, bitch, fuck you, don't fucking yell at me like that again. I'm gonna fucking hop off. And I kept like joking, and like I couldn't tell. And cuz Lightyear was in the chat too, we couldn't tell if he was joking or if he was serious. So eventually I ended up telling him again. He's like, tell me it's in secondary one more fucking time. I was like, and I got super close to the mic, and I didn't yell. I was like, secondary. And once I did that, he was like, okay, I'm gonna hop off. And I thought he was like gonna hop off, and he didn't hop off. And I was like, okay, cool. He was just playing. He was joking around. Ha. We got the funny moment out there. But I went to bed thinking that he was pissed. And then yesterday he like ducked us and didn't want to play. And I kind of put two and two together. And I was like, I think he's still a little upset about me telling him where the shit was, or saying how I did. I didn't mean to yell at you. I just get loud. I'm a loud person. Just the microphone being the level that it's at, the decibel, and me yelling in the microphone, I'm pretty sure it just does not help, and it's just like super loud and obnoxious. So I do apologize for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the excuses coming from Baba Yaga itself.
Headshot.
So I do apologize for yelling and being frustrated, but we had no clue you were serious, bro. If I had the clip, I would have played because we had no clue you were serious. And I probably still do have the clip somewhere, but I have to find it in editing. And by the time this podcast comes out, it probably won't be out there. But we had no clue. Like, it was quiet for like a little bit, and we kind of just like laughed and shrugged it off. But if you ask Cuz Lightyear and you ask me, we had no clue that he was like upset about me yelling. So I'll leave it at that.
It's not even a fucking being upset. It's just, why the fuck are you gonna scream and be over some dumb shit?
Cause we told you like
Listen.
like what it. Well, wait. We told you where it was, and it's like, it's not there. It's like, all right, well, maybe it's this. It's like, no, those are, that's not my perk. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's this. And it's like, there was no other way to explain it to you besides like, dude, it's secondary, primary. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But
Listen,
I
you
kept explaining it to
explained
you.
on the video extremely well. I don't know why didn't you fucking do it like that.
Okay, wait. So now on my video, right? The one I sent you, the one that's on Twitter, the one that's on Instagram.
Yeah.
So did you apply that and actually find it?
Yeah, I found it.
This fool Caesar.
But listen, it wasn't because of the thing. It was because of the perks were all moved around.
But
So that
that's
was-
what I was telling you was the perks. I was like, take off overkill.
Yeah, but with you screaming like a fucking top of your lungs, and then me trying to find it, and then you screaming again, it was like, what the fuck?
That was before I told you. Before the screaming, I gave you like a good 4 or 5 chances to be like, all
You
right,
gave
get
me-
the fucking
It
shit,
was
and then
two,
fucking.
and then at the third one, you started fucking being all fucking yelling like a horse.
And then Ben caught or fucking Cuz Lightyear caught a stray for no reason, and you were like, I don't know if he's playing, bro, or not. And eventually we got to pass it and whatever, and we ended up playing and having a good time and shit. But yeah, I just wanted to give you your moment. Your 1v1.
We'll see what the people say. We'll see.
We'll see what they say. I'll put a poll for sure. I'll put a poll the same day, and we'll get this down to the bottom of it. But listen, are you glad the air's clear now? We can get back to the podcast. It's clear.
It's been cleared. I've been feeling good, buddy.
I don't
I've been
know,
feeling
bro.
good in that pond.
I was sad yesterday, bro. When you didn't hop on, I was like, damn, this fool fucking dubbed me after yesterday. He don't want to
No,
play
I
with me
got-
no more. Like, fuck, it's over.
I got a ton of fucking work, so I was fucking finishing that shit.
I was like, who the fuck am I going to do with a podcast with on Sunday? With my big ass fucking mouth. All right. Well, we got that cleared out the way. Well, I'll put up the debate for the poll. I might do it Tuesday because Monday I'm going to drop the podcast. So Tuesday people will hear it and they'll be able to debate it. We're going to move on from that. So we talked about Warzone. We talked about Apex a little bit. As far as a Halloween event, I'm going to play it. I haven't played it yet. It looks a little bit similar to what they're doing in Call of Duty, but they did it with their own way, their Shadow Realm and stuff. And they took away one of the more popular escaping the Shadow Realm people and or whatever they're called, the Revenant copies, whatever. And now they got into some actual juicy things, right? Data miners, it's been confirmed that there's a couple of animations in Apex Legends hinting at vehicles being in Apex Season 7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So,
buddy.
before that, let's go ahead and get the facts, okay? We know when you do the comics for the weekly, the daily, whatever packages you pick up that come out of the loot crates or whatever, they have, you pick it up, it either gives you like coins, it gives you a little prize. Sometimes it gives you a comic strip so you can read what happens. It's similar to the quest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you complete all of them, the last charm that you get that comes with the completion of you getting all 43, 45 of the boxes is you get this little card charm. And the card charm looks like it has 3 seats, right? It looks like it has 3 seats. It looks like it could be a reference to cars in Apex Legends. And
Yeah,
right
buddy.
now we're getting the leaked images of it actually being some type of animations, as far as like the legends are sitting down, and
Hmm.
one of them looks like they're driving even.
Oh yeah.
So you saw
You're talking
that,
about
right?
the pictures on the firing range.
Yep, on the firing range. Yep, those ones.
Yeah, yeah. I saw those.
So I say that to say this. So the first, it's a two-part question. Do you think do you think cars are necessary in Apex Legends, or do you think that it's a case by case, map wise? If the map is bigger in Olympus, which is rumored to be dropping, not October, season 7. So do you think that it's based off of the new map, or the entire 3 maps deserve cars?
No, I don't think it's suitable for the current maps. They're just too small. The
Right.
environment, they're just not drivable on some like um like the choke points and stuff. Like I don't know, it's just some parts are too small. It'll be inefficient to use a car.
Right.
I think they are definitely getting ready to drop a bigger map, which will be useful as a car. Going across the map because I mean, just going right now across the map on the current maps, across them, it's not that bad to be honest with you. So I don't
Yeah.
see a beneficial of using a car rather
Right.
than just being a dick and run people over.
Well, that's the fun aspect of it.
Yeah.
Um, it could change the meta completely, and I'm not just talking about like, running people over and traveling faster. If you remove the jump towers out of the maps, or
Oh
just
yeah.
Olympus in general, you remove it out of you remove it completely from that map, and this is a way to get past it. And it's also, a bigger map. I could see it being plausible right now for Kings Canyon and World's Edge. No, right? It's not
Definitely
not
not
gonna
for
happen. Kings Canyon.
definitely not for World's Edge.
Yeah, and definitely not for World's Edge. You got the stupid, the map is like torn in half with
Yeah.
lava. It's just, it would be really annoying to get over. There'd be only a few spots you can take it to, and there's really not, a good straight narrow path for you to take it. So as far as, it even being in the game, I'm open to it because in Warzone, it adds a level of fun, and it helps you with the meta, traveling, and stuff like
Yeah.
that,
Oh yeah.
avoiding the storm and stuff. And just like they're similar, they don't have jump towers. They have cars, they have ATVs, they have helicopters. You know what I'm saying? Helicopter being the fastest one. Any way you type of travel, any type of travel that you want, helicopters are always going to be faster. So I like that
Yeah.
idea a lot. I'm here for it. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be something new, something fresh. Hopefully it's changes the whole appeal of the dryness has been currently going on.
And there's a little bit of dryness, and then, and what I don't like is, we'll actually skip the next topic and we'll go straight into this other topic too with it. Is that, if they do that, they do add carts and stuff like that. It's going to be, um, kind of tied into like loot boxes and stuff, right? The skins of cars, the horns, the tires, the
Yeah.
body paint, stuff like that is going to be a, how do I say this? Um, Unlockable stuff where you get to, oh, I want to unlock this, but it's crafting metal. I can just buy it for $20. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that it's very interesting for one, right? It's 100% interesting to see how that's going to play out if they do add them. Um, but currently, EA is known for their loot boxes, their, extremely unfair ways for them to, put out some type of content, and
Hmm.
people can only get it if they play the loot boxes, which is, a form of gambling. It actually enables people to gamble because of these loot boxes, and people are spending anywhere from, even now, to get an heirloom.
Yeah.
People wouldn't want to buy caustics for like 150 like most people did.
Yeah.
They'll be ignorant and they'll buy 500 packs, which is like $500 in Apex money,
Dang.
and
Mm-hmm.
they probably won't get they won't get an
They
heirloom.
have them. Yeah.
So it's very interesting to see that stuff. And as far as like the aspect and the meta stuff, I like it. But for the loot box stuff, I'm a little bit on edge of it.
But I think it's more of a not respawn, but it's EA being a fucking monopoly bitch.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, even on this event, this Halloween one, they bundled the whole costume. They can't even buy them individually, which
Mm,
fucking sucks.
yep. And
So
I was just gonna say that too.
it's
So
kind of stupid.
I saw that too, and I was 100% upset because the skins that I wanted, I assumed that I could buy those with legend points, because I already have the skin, and it's like, no, you got to buy the bundle. Well, how much is the bundle? The bundle's $24. Mind you, in Warzone, yeah, you bought a skin for 24, but it came with a loadout, it came with a tag, it came with a vehicle skin, a horn,
With a bunch of shit, yeah.
a bunch of stuff, right? That made it feel worth it. But these
Yeah.
skins came out last year. They're nothing original, and even then, you added reskins to them, which don't really add any type of appeal to them. You know what I'm saying?
Just a different color. That's it.
Just a different color. And to be honest with you, I've been kind of a little bit upset at EA. I'm a little bit pissed at them and their little loot box craze, their cosmetic
Yeah.
thing that they're just starting to do, because they're starting to affect games that I like, and it starts to like stunt a lot of things. Um,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, like I've been so frustrated with EA Sports. So in UFC 4, they took away game face. They took away certain tattoos for away from me and other people that were able to create these cool looking characters like Pennywise and stuff like that. They stripped the creators from making all this shit just so they could add in custom cosmetics into the
Hmm.
game where people could buy and use real money, or they can use money that they earn throughout fights, which is a ton of points, right?
Yeah.
Recently, they dropped a trailer. I'll probably show you here in a little bit, or maybe when we're done with this podcast. They did some shit where it was like a zombie, right?
Uh-huh.
Hat, shirt, and pants, right? A zombie
Okay.
that you have to buy. Then they have a mummy, which is a head, shirt, and pants you have to buy.
Mm-hmm.
They have a werewolf's head, a werewolf's top torso that you have to buy, and they also have a clown jumpsuit, which is a whole top bottom accessory, so you don't have to buy the pants and the shirt separate. And they also have a clown head that looks pretty scary, pretty decent, but it's not um, cool looking. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty decent, but it's not like the best looking clown skin ever.
Yeah.
They removed free things and stepped away from creators like myself and another creator named D-Man from
Mm-hmm.
allowing us to make these characters. They took it from us and they hired some third party guy. Hey, make a mask like this, and then we'll sell it for $10.
What the fuck?
Make a suit like this, and we'll sell it for $20. You know what I'm saying? The prices might be a little bit off, but them being in like the loot box, microtransactions, class action lawsuit that they're facing right now with loot boxes and it doing
Mm-hmm.
something with gambling, addictions and stuff like that. I believe it, and I hope that they get sued because they do things like this where they ruin games with these microtransactions,
Yeah.
these stupid ideas where they want to strip the power away from creators and stuff like that. And mind you, there's no microtransactions or I'm sorry, there's no loot boxes in UFC 4. Obviously, because there's been previous titles where they've done it in the UFC game. This year they
Okay.
didn't do it because they're facing the lawsuit. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that they're even still running and doing this stuff. Mind you, they've created some of my favorite games, but the loot boxes, the cosmetics, the microtransactions. It's stuff like that that just really takes you away from the game and makes you not want to play the game.
Do you think that EA is strictly behind this, or the companies are also, like, hey, let's do this together 50-50? Or do you think EA is bullying them into doing it like that?
I think EA is it's something in the contracts. If anything, if their partnerships, they tie you loot box systems. Listen, loot boxes, yeah, on the person that's selling this shit. Yeah, it's a great idea to make tons of money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but as a consumer, you're like, hey, like I want to get this caustic heirloom, right?
Yeah,
I just want to get it. You know what I'm saying? I want to get it. I don't want to spend twice, three times the amount of money that I'm gonna, I could have just bought it.
yeah,
And instead of even getting anywhere near that, I'm getting stuff that I don't even want. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting gray common stuff when I just want a legendary heirloom. You know? So I think that it's hurting them
slowly, yeah,
slowly. And to be honest with you, we spoke about this off camera too. I'm done buying stuff from Apex Legends. You know, and I'm done getting
yeah,
stuff from Apex Legends because what they've been doing is packaging stuff, bundling stuff, getting lazier with the costumes, getting lazier with the events. Mind you, the Flashpoint Halloween stuff did extremely well. You know what I'm saying? Some of the skins were badass. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, yeah.
The heirloom, it was extremely, oh my, I couldn't wait for the heirloom. I told you, I was like, I can't wait for the heirloom. I
For
can't,
real.
can't, can't wait. Um, it's just ruining the game. It's ruining the game, and they they're not gonna stop. So I know that if they're not gonna stop, I'm gonna have to stop doing what I'm doing, which is getting skins and stuff like that. And I'm pretty adamant about it. I might, I might break. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do what I did this past month or past event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
yeah, I agree. I agree. They're just being stupid now,
nah,
and
I just
they
I
won't
had a
regret it
heirloom.
until all their fucking players stop buying shit.
Or until they lose this lawsuit and
Yeah,
they find a way to do this and take it away from them. Like it needs to stop. It just needs to stop. Plain and simple. Plain
yeah,
and simple. If you want the skin, tell people how to get it, and you know what I'm saying. You'll get it. Microtransactions are a lesser evil than gambling and a chance to get better loot in a loot box. So we'll leave it at that. I got so tired and fed up with them this past couple months. Ever since they dropped the game, I've been so fed up with this fucking company.
yeah.
What they've been doing, I used to love this company. They made some of my favorite games. I wanted to be sponsored by them when they were starting to do their little creator program for their UFC stuff. They didn't reach
Mhm.
out, and now that I realize that they didn't reach out, I'm not salty about that. I'm just salty about what they did with us in mind, the people that they didn't pick, who they had in mind while they were making these decisions, and it just pisses me off. And yes,
EA will be
so
EA.
EA will be AA. We'll get off that topic. That's a bigger battle for the future. You did
Yeah,
see a UFO sighting, right, in Apex? You said.
yeah. There was a picture rolling around on Twitter of this unexplainable flying object of a guy that was looks like about to start a match
Mm-hmm.
and about to drop, and it looks interesting. Wondering what that might be. For
Yeah, it looked
me,
like three blimps together, like a ship with three blimps.
yeah, yeah. So mm, maybe it's somehow carrying the new character Horizon. And
Right.
on Twitter, there was also some people saying that it might be another little area like a bunker, that you can go out there and fucking fight and loot and all this bullshit.
Right. Yeah. No,
So
I
yeah,
100% think that's it's Olympus. Mount Olympus is coming. Ash is taking it to the promised land. I don't know who the hell this Horizon bitch thought she was out here speaking
she thought she
Scottish.
was a thought.
Yeah, like she needs to get the fuck out of here, and they need to replace her with Ash. So
Yeah, Ash will be way better. What the fuck? She looks like she doesn't fit in this game.
she doesn't, and we'll see what her thing is. More than likely, it's going to be another support character or some type of aggressor. Who knows at this point? Or maybe Recon. Maybe Recon.
Yeah.
We'll save that. We'll put a pin in that, and hopefully we get some more details in the future. Moving on. Popular, air quote, politician AOC, also known as Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, streamed Among Us with Hassan Piker, Pokimane, and Dr. Lupo, and they played Among Us, and it drew over 430,000 viewers. Silencer.
So, with that being said, how does she do?
Listen, she's a politician, so she's good at lying. So I'm pretty sure she got away with being a poster and, made people think she wasn't involved in it. It wasn't me, guys.
What a game fucking fits her perfectly.
Listen, they have listen. As gamers, we should never be at a disadvantage by people that went to school for like the important shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never in my life, and like she was like good. She was imposter, and she was like, oh, it's not me, guys, and yeah, like it is you, but like she brushed it off like it was nothing. And like, Syria gets bombed, and here you are, fucking. We didn't do it, guys. It wasn't us. Fucking bitch.
She was getting a lot of heat too for some other shit for the immigration law. She wanted to fucking
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of heat that what she's been going through.
Yeah, she's not on everybody's, top, friendly, list.
So you
People don't
think she
like
made a
her.
lot of friends on Among Us?
Listen, if she were to quit being a politician today, she would be a excellent streamer. Okay. If she even threw in the Twitch thought,
Yeah,
theatrics, she could probably be number one. You know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
So that's all I'm gonna say about like that. But she did that to get people to vote, interest in voting, get the younger viewers' attention.
What a play.
She what a play. She used the Pokimane. All the kids beat their meat to Pokimane. Um, you have Dr. Lupo, the token white guy that donates all his time and money to St. Jude's Hospital. What a guy. And then you have Hassan Piker. I have no clue who that is, but more than likely he's fucking, you know what I'm saying? He's like a God sent streamer. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I brought this up to ask you something. Um, Politics in places it doesn't belong. Is gaming a place where politics doesn't belong?
I would, yeah. Listen, for me, gaming is somewhere where you can just take your mind off the real world and just fucking relax without none of the bullshit. So I think politics, when it comes to religion, when it comes to those sensitive topics, I feel like in the gaming world, they shouldn't be, process that.
Right.
Because I mean, you're playing a game to to have fun and de-stress your mind. So imagine fucking playing a game and then somebody's attacking you for your political views. Like, bitch, I'm trying to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like,
100% understand.
I think all those sensitive topics and should just I don't know. They shouldn't be like it's cool if like her or you have a president or the fucking say for example the Pope fucking play. Yeah, it's cool, but not to bring in their their job. Like they say, don't bring your day job to your household.
Right.
So I think that should be a big separation. Because the gaming, like I said, is just for you to relax and fucking take the day off and your mind off things so you can de-stress, have a good time, play with the boys. Instead of
Yeah.
fucking worrying about somebody coming at your throat, wondering who the fuck you're voting for.
And you know what's crazy too is like you put those politicians in like the Twitch community, and the Twitch community is extremely toxic and horny as fuck. And she got a couple pointers
Oh
about
yeah,
her, how she looks.
I can
Somebody
only
was like,
imagine.
somebody donated like take this off.
How
Play
much is
something
taking
else.
too long?
Play something else. Play with me for $20.
I'll
So
donate you what your fucking sale.
yeah,
What's your
I
cash app?
thought it had no place in the gaming whatsoever. It was a nice stunt to get young voters and undecided voters, stuff like that. I don't know exactly what they talked about, but more than likely they talked about politics and your vote matters and stuff like that. We're getting close to the U.S. election, and a lot of people are nervous about how
Yeah,
that shit's gonna end out. Silencer might get sent back to his motherland.
we
Under
quit a fucking podcast over there, buddy.
Listen, we're doing it from distance, bro. You would do it in over there, and we would just hear fucking mad fucking ah. And
Fucking
wait, and before that, can we not ignore that if this who fucking Trump played Among Us, bro? Like, can you imagine fucking Donald Trump just playing Among Us? It was brown. It was black. but we saw the white guy do it. No, it was brown. It was black. Build a wall.
build a wall around me, bitch. Now that shit will break the fucking game.
Oh, for sure. I also saw something about them being hacked. Can you tell me something about that? I didn't know that they got hacked.
Let's see. So let me pull it up so I can tell you guys about what is going on.
And speaking of which, I kind of read into it too. Um, the guy signed off with the Trump 2020. This is directly like because this AOC chick did something in Among Us.
Yeah, so the hackers basically spammed the Among Us chats with all these kinds of things saying, Trump 2020 messages, and it reached 1,000 of matches and 1,000 of people. And the funny thing is, when all of this was over, at the end they threatened to damage the phones if the people didn't subscribe to the streaming channel.
Oh my!
Can you
Oh,
imagine?
what a legend!
So it was like they had to. It was just funny as fuck. So now they had to be pushing out these other emergency servers so they can take care of that. But the whole stunt was just funny as hell.
Listen, can you imagine like you just got off watching AOC trying to tell you what happens if you're not going to vote, and then you have this other guy telling you, "Hey, what's going to happen to your phone, your most treasured device,
Yeah,
device? Hey, you know what's going to happen to your phone if you don't subscribe to my Twitch, buddy, and
gonna
donate a
blow up in your
20?"
face.
It's like, have you not seen CeeLo Green's phone explode in his face? Bah, that was me.
12 o'clock tonight,
That's
buddy. Just wait. Subscribe
That
or
is
wait.
so funny, bro. And it's like a direct response into like her get out of vote
Yeah,
stream. That's funny, bro.
that is hilarious.
Yeah, he's a
That was so fun.
YouTuber. He's a YouTuber too. His name is Eris Loris.
That shit is hilarious.
Bro, Trump
Fucking
20.
stunt.
It says the
Stunt of the year.
messages. The messages say subscribe to Eris Loris. Trump 2020.
Being spammed Trump 2020. Can you imagine being fucking all that you see on the chat Trump 2020? Like you remember in back in the Facebook stickers when we would fucking spam the fuck out of them to people and it will break
Yeah,
the device. It will
yeah.
freeze it.
It would freeze
Imagine
it. The
just
chat would break. The app would
imagine
crash.
just seeing all this fucking Trump 2020 fucking a million times.
Oh, bro, what a legend. That's so funny. Well, that's what happens. While we're on the topic of Twitch, um, so the record labels have been like cracking down extremely hard on like Twitch and YouTube and a
For
bunch
the
of other
copyright stuff.
just copyright stuff. And now it's like getting to the point where these DMCA strikes have been deleting channels, videos, clips by the thousands, bro. Extremely crazy. The streamers are going crazy. Um, We should have
It's
known this
finally
was going to
happening.
come. It's finally happening. It should have happened a while ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It got to the point where these guys are playing full albums on Twitch. Like, oh, I can see myself playing this for 7 hours and playing Drake's brand new album without, and getting a bunch of money and stuff. And for those of you that don't know, you have claims from the RIAA, which is the Record Industry Association of America. They
Hmm.
had problems with them back in June. And then you
Yeah.
have the DMCA, which is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which is the strikes and stuff like that. It's been happening to Twitch. It's been happening to Twitter. YouTube is very familiar with this. Um, Now it's happening to these guys, and it's like videos that's not only just current, but it's stuff like 10 years ago. The earliest clips, and
For real.
it's affecting these people. I could care less because they were too brave to go onto that platform and stream a bunch of artists that they don't even pay for licensing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And um, it's it's a tricky situation. So how would you feel? Let's say you streamed and you played 20 hours a day streaming. You listened to a bunch of music from Spotify, and your channel is like getting deleted. All your hard work and stuff like that. Can you think you can recover from that, or you think that this could be actual game breaking, like they're making it seem?
I think it's just a good termination type of thing. Because I mean, I don't know, those copyright fragments are fucking, they're heavy. When they hit, those are heavy as fuck. You either they delete your shit, and if you want to recover it, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make you want to pay some kind of fucking highest fee for
No,
fragments and all that bullshit.
not even that. You know what I was thinking too is that if you challenge it remotely, it becomes a legal lawsuit. From that point, it becomes a legal matter.
Well, the moment that they saw your channel fucking streaming all this music without licensing, it became a lawsuit. Like you as a streamer, I mean, if you're getting into streaming, you have to know these kind of rules, regardless if the channel doesn't or the platform doesn't require it. If they don't have it in their bullshit, me as an artist and the company, if they come to you and be like, "Hey, do you have rights to be playing the music?" You're not gonna blame it on the channel. Like, "Oh, the channel didn't say shit," because you're the one that's pushing out the content. You're the only one to blame.
Hmm. But it's
So
kind of like wow, people were uploading like gameplay stuff to Pornhub because they didn't had no type of copyright system over there. Obviously, because they're their own platform.
yeah,
But the DMCA's, the RAAs, the RIAAs, they're going after these people, and sooner or later their channel's gonna disappear off of Twitch, and
yeah,
the bounce back can be non-existent or it could be something that's extremely well. I do agree with you. That's why I stopped using copyrighted music in a bunch of my videos, and it's not really out of fear. It's just what these companies do to small creators, not caring about the ramifications it would have if they were to destroy their channel.
that's because these small streamers, they get too confident. Like, "Oh no, I'm not that big right now, so
Right,
nobody's
right,
gonna
right.
be listening and shit."
Yeah, and like I told you, they were playing whole Drake mixtape. Oh, the brand new Drake that just dropped like 12 seconds ago. I'm gonna stream it and play it and do some type of funny little content bit with it. Yeah, just not respectful at the end of the day, and they're learning the hard way what YouTubers have known this entire time.
Yeah,
Don't play copyrighted music that you don't own. And if you do license it, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of people license their favorite songs and stuff like that so they could actually use it in
yeah,
their videos and stuff like that. So you might not have the money, but you're not gonna have money. Period. If you
you'll be fucking
get
negative.
yeah, if you get taken to court by these assholes because they fucking they have the rights. You know, they're in the right. You know what I'm saying? The approach is wrong. You know what I'm saying? The approach is extremely wrong, but they're in the right nonetheless. They're in the right because
Yeah.
they own this stuff. They have the paperwork. They have the Copyright Act. As a person, you know what I'm saying? You have branding. You know what I'm saying? If a place down the street uses your logo and stuff, hell yeah, you're gonna go fucking chase after them. You know?
Yeah, it's just like even YouTube creators, content creators. I've seen a couple of startup companies that use small clips of their YouTube videos, and they don't even do anything. Like they don't even tell the creator, "Hey, can I use it?" Then they go fucking creating ads and all this shit. Of course, they're
Yeah,
gonna be like, "What
yeah.
the fuck?"
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, just the approach is a thing that I know people aren't gonna like, but the end goal is to make people understand that they're not fucking around and they will take down your channel as they're doing right now, and
Yeah,
they won't hesitate to keep doing it. And it won't just be this platform. It'll be the next platform that does for gaming and stuff like Mixer. A bunch of stuff is just going to be affected by this, and you just got to be on your toes. You got to understand things like this, and it would also help if you guys learned just branding and stuff. You can get somebody to make your own theme song and stuff like that at a cheaper price and with your
yeah,
own rules and regulations for that, your own licensing and stuff like that. Just learn to do better. But I hope everybody that's involved in any type of situation, I knock on wood for you. And if you do get banned from Twitch, or you always have a home at YouTube.
you got to be extra careful on YouTube too.
Extra careful, extra. But you know what? They take your money from you, so it really doesn't matter. They don't give you a copyright strike unless you steal it. You know what I'm saying? But they'll take
Yeah,
your money from you. But yeah. Speaking of people, having the right to do things whatever they want to do. Me and you talked about EA, the scumbag company, when they were trying to like promote The Boys on Amazon, and they put
uh-huh.
it in the game.
Hmm.
NBA 2K21 decided to put in-game ads, unskippable ads, mind you, in their game as well. 1 month after launching.
Wow.
So we've already talked about this. It was so stupid. It was just, they should learn by now.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's
they're not learning.
uh,
They're
that's
not.
it's because I don't know, the community has a fault in this too, because they're still right there, fucking playing.
But it's bad enough that you have to play this game, and you have to have their endorsements in your videos as a content creator. Okay, let's talk about that. You have the NBA, right? Let's say you play the NBA. Okay, you have the teams. Okay, the 32 teams. That's NBA licensing and stuff like that. But you see ads in there. Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You have Toyo tires. You have Red Bull. You have next gen consoles, TV networks, and stuff like that. There's things in the game that they already have advertisements for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Product placement. They already have that in the game. I don't agree with them having more of some type of product placement and ads in a video game where people go to play a video game
Hmm.
and not, get bombarded with ads. Why does everything have to be ads?
Yeah.
Like mind you, it's a little hypocritical because like when we have the podcast, there's ads playing in it, but it's different from if I don't want the ads in the video, I can take them out.
Hmm.
But in a game where you bought the game, you play the game, and they want to not only have the product placement for their ads, they're also going to take more money and force feed you ads so they can get their quota, they can get their um, whatever product is being endorsed and sponsored. They can get more eyes on that, and I think it's a consumerism.
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. It's garbage the way they fucking treat their fans, and their fans are out there just fucking eating it.
Yeah, eat it up. No, they're pissed about this, but I don't know what you can do with a company that it's their own company. You know, it's their own.
Not
It's their
buy it.
game. It's their. 100%. Don't buy it. I haven't bought a 2K game in like 3 years. You know.
Because listen, one as soon as long as the people keep buying this bullshit, yeah, they might be mad, but they're the same people that go and buy it. It just tells the company, oh, we have you people in our control. You guys are puppets, so we'll just feed you whatever. It goes back to the whole thing of the gambling problem, you know. And
Yeah.
it's just as the day people in the community is like, okay, well, we're not gonna buy your shit until you fix it. It's the day they'll sit back and be like, oh well, they fucking woke up. We're not gonna make any money if we leave this. People are not gonna buy it, so let's just fucking cut back.
But is it
But
really worth like showing fucking people that bought your game a fucking 15 unskippable second ad, like that you could do like on your YouTube video? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be added into a game.
exactly, but these companies don't give a shit. Why the fuck are they doing it to a game? That's the thing that don't fucking understand.
No,
Why would you
I don't
do it on a
understand it
fucking
either.
game?
No, I don't understand. So
And
so
why
why
do
would they do?
people keep buying this shit?
Why would they do it? Like
Just
why would they
fucking
force it? Just why would they force it to people? Why would you think they force it to like somebody?
fucking greed. That's all. Greed. Fucking greedy motherfuckers wanna take as much money as they can, knowing that people will fucking sit down and eat it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with you. No, I just like I said, it's distasteful. Video games, you know what I'm saying? We bought the game, we didn't buy your stupid ads. We didn't buy your fucking
Yeah.
advertisement placements. We didn't, I understand businesses need to generate money, but when you have microtransactions in a video game, you sold X amount of copies of the game. Um, like I don't see why you need more money for ads, more money. Um, Even the people reaching out and telling them, "Hey, put my ad in your video game," are scumbags. You know, in my opinion,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's great traffic, but like I said, I'm not gonna watch The Boys because you put it in fucking in UFC and you put it in between rounds where I couldn't skip it. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like it pisses me off to the point where I don't want to watch it. You know?
Yeah, I understand. This is the
So
same reason why fucking Destiny 2 broke off free from Activision. The same bullshit. The
right.
developers had enough and just said, fuck it, we're gonna go our own way.
Yeah,
Smart move.
Bungie and them were just incompatible, and they just needed to
Yeah.
part ways, and that's another topic for another day. But yeah, no, I agree. I wanted to bring this up because it's just so like you didn't learn from UFC, you didn't learn from other games that just try to do that bullshit, and the backlash was like extremely insane. Like you just didn't
Well,
learn.
yeah, but the people who didn't learn are the consumers. They're just gonna keep trying and trying.
You got a point.
Headshot.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I just brought it up because it was funny to see. It tickled me pink when I saw that another company tried to get us for ad
Yeah.
dollars. Bastards. Speaking of things that shouldn't be in the game, we have
Hmm.
ads, we have cosmetics, microtransactions, loot boxes. What you don't see every day is things that characters normally have. And I'll elaborate here. A couple episodes, or maybe last episode, me and you talked about Steve from Minecraft being added into Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So in Minecraft, it's nothing different from you having your square character holding random pieces of meat, chicken legs, grass, fruit, stuff like that. He's always holding something in his hand, right?
Yeah.
Steak, you can have steak, uncooked steak, chicken. So in the victory pose, when you win as Steve in Minecraft,
Uh-huh.
he was holding a piece of steak, right?
Okay.
And many people cross the T's and dot their I's, reported it to Microsoft and reported it to Nintendo as a not safe for work type of thing because it looked like he was holding a big brown penis in front of him. I would send you the photo, but if you Google Minecraft Steve's not safe for work, it'll show you he's holding this little meat. You know, he has like a little chub. It looks a little funny, but if you know Minecraft, you know the character, you know that's not what it was. It was just a piece of steak, you know. But they ended up removing it from the game because they got a lot of backlash and it was deemed inappropriate.
AIDS for breakfast. That is
Headshot.
funny.
Listen, I thought it was extremely funny. You know, he was getting a shine. You know, he was excited. You know, no pun intended. He was excited to be on Smash Brothers, and
Yeah.
yeah, they removed that little thing. And after that, you know, it's still in there, but they removed his victory meat, which is extremely hilarious. Because if you looked at the animation, it even like moved up and down like in a jerky
Yeah, I know. I
motion.
saw that shit.
Oh fuck, bro!
It's
That
funny
shit
that
was insane.
it's on a fucking kids platform too. That is hilarious.
Is it really kids platform, bro? If these like virgins that are fucking 20 and up fucking play Minecraft, or I'm sorry, Smash Bros.
Yeah, true.
Oh, it was just so funny to see, bro. Everybody flipping their mind about the homie's little fucking steak.
That shit is hilarious.
It was funny. I just wanted to bring that up because we talked about it last podcast, and it was like a nice little. It was like something that you saw, and it was just like so funny that you just like, no way, bro, that they sit there and they did something like that. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. We're gonna move on though.
Rest in peace to Steve's meat.
Rest in peace to Steve's meat, gone but never forgotten. The last thing we're going to be talking about is Atari's flagship hotel in Vegas. Have you seen the pictures of this behemoth?
No, it's the first time I see it or hear about it.
Listen, so Atari is a
Hotel.
gaming system, right?
Hmm.
They want a whole compound that's giving you like 1980s fever, a Blade Runner factory explosion, something straight out of Ready Player One. You kind of catch the drift there. It's a utopia of Atari gaming, a hotel. I saw a couple of concept ideas of it. It looked extremely amazing. Well put together. They have one in Vegas. They're trying to come up with a bunch of them. It's just Atari themed gaming hotels.
So there's one like where you can actually go, like literally today.
No, they have a couple of them that are physical locations, and they have a few of them that are supposed to be ready by 2021.
Hmm.
It
I
looks
wonder how that's gonna be.
extremely nice. Let me tell you. If we weren't on lockdown for COVID, I would 100% go to this one specifically. It's a very nostalgic type of hotel and stuff like that. Just the general idea of there being some type of like adult themed concept to like video gaming paradise, utopia. It's like being back in those times where, let's say you have you ever owned an Atari?
No, I never owned one.
Well, it's a
I never
system. It
played
was a
one
nice
either.
system. They had plenty of games and stuff like that. And actually, you know what? You might be able to see this type of thing in your city as well if you live in Vegas. But not just in Vegas, guys. They're also going to be adding a few locations to Austin, Chicago, Denver, which is where I'm close to, San Francisco, San Jose, and Seattle.
Oh.
They will apparently have state-of-the-art amenities of esports fans and content creators, which is us. You know, Silencer's a content creator now too. Things like retro arcades, virtual and augmented reality games, a merch store, themed restaurants and bars, including a nightclub and a speakeasy for the authentic Prohibition-era Atari experience.
That's wild.
Yeah, it looks
It looks like
amazing.
a city for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it looks just like a city from Cyberpunk, to be honest with you. It looks straight out of there. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. Just for one to open up and one in Denver. If one comes in Denver, I'm taking a whole week off from gaming and I'm just going to blog all the way over there. Or
This is
vlog,
a nice change of space in the hotel community. Just in general, as a hotel, you don't expect to see this kind of stuff in a hotel. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, like you don't have casinos and stuff like that. You don't have just casinos. Casinos are like the next. Like there's the reason why they have hotels. Casinos. You go to Vegas, they have casinos. If you have a video game themed hotel, like that could be like a nice place to have TwitchCon or VidCon for like YouTube and stuff like that. Comic Cons.
Yeah.
It's just it could be a convention center. It could be a lot of things. We're going to see how it plays out because they haven't finished building it yet. But once they build it, guys, be sure, once COVID is over too, I'm in there. I'm in there for sure.
Hell yeah, it looks like a fun place to be in. All the lights and all the shit you're going to be able to see. All the memories from back then and shit. Hell yeah.
You're going to be tripping off of shrooms and shit.
Well, with all the robots and all the bullshit they're gonna put.
Bro, imagine just trying to play like just Atari games, bro, just high as hell, out of your mind in Las Vegas, drunk.
I'd probably fucking wake up.
Serenading a young woman. Oh, okay, we're not on that type of time, I guess. Yo, imagine the fools calling the escorts in Vegas and like, yo, can you come to my hotel? Yeah, what hotel is it? The Atari Hotel. And then just like not even trying to sleep with her, just like fucking play video games all night because you're lonely and need somebody to be your second player.
How much is an hour by me? Let's play fucking Warzone.
Oh my. Hi, let's play Warzone. How do you think I got Silencer to play with me? All right, we're done. Because we went on a longer podcast than normal. It's about an hour and 30 in. We usually do cut off at an hour.
A game prostitute.
Yeah, but you know what? It was a very interesting podcast. We had fluid conversations. I think me and you got a bunch of things out there. We settled our differences for the 1v1. We talked about the Atari Hotel. We talked about EA being a scumbag, companies, just microtransactions and stuff like that. We could always go on forever about this type of stuff. But I just wanted to bring it to my platform just to kind of bring notice of it. And, a lot of people out there feel how me and you feel. And, it's always cool to find a common ground where we can relate. And I think we found one in that. So, Silencer, do you have any last words, buddy? Any spice you want to get off?
No, I took all the spice out. I'm chilling now. I'm chilling now, buddy.
Took all the spice, huh? You got heartburn medicine, huh?
Yeah, those thumbs come in clutch.
Those fucking thumbs, you fucking finger pop your asshole or what? All right, we're done. So, I really don't have any last words, guys. I enjoyed doing this podcast. I enjoyed everybody for, coming and making it this far into the podcast. You know who you are. You're very well appreciated. Everybody that's listening, I do appreciate you. And for those that have been asking about the Apple, Spotify type of way to listen to the podcast, that's going to be coming in the coming weeks or whatever. I'm trying to figure that out exactly to where I can actually get it to you guys and you guys can actually enjoy it, listen to it the way you want to. It's coming. Just got to be patient with me, guys. And, sooner or later, it'll be there. And with that being said, guys, I'm KILLINGspree37.
And I am Silencer.
I'm out!
KILLINGspree37! Give me some chon, give me some, give me some chon chon.
The champion of the world, KILLINGspree37!